Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. So let's start straight away briefly with Bitcoin. We can see that Bitcoin yesterday dropped again below the 20-day moving average, and you can see that is that line here, which is this sort of green-blue one here, which has been coming up, and Bitcoin has dropped in this last daily candle below it. And we can take a look at the shorter term time frame in a minute. That is quite meaningful. I mean, we've seen that the 20-day moving average here has provided support, had support, resistance here. So it is quite meaningful. So this time it didn't really provide a lot of support, or it might have done here, but we dropped below it. So indicates that we will have difficulties potentially to drop, to bounce above it, and that it could provide resistance, and that it could indicate potentially a little bit of a further drop, but that's not guaranteed. We need to wait. What is currently taking place is that Bitcoin is just moving sideways. It is making higher lows, but also lower highs. So we could potentially have something here like a triangle from here to here. It's not very clear at the moment if this is going to become a triangle formation. I had one yesterday on the charts, but we broke to the downside of that. But I think it might not have been a valid one, because even though we broke to the downside, we haven't seen a major volume now, so we haven't really seen a push away from that triangle. So it indicates maybe it wasn't a valid one, because otherwise you would have seen a move away from that triangle. And that's pretty much about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I mean, we are still in sort of Bitcoin season, moving over to alt season, and Bitcoin is still expected, I think, to make another move to the upside before we really get into the main altcoin season this year. And I did tell it to the members yesterday in the live stream that I think, Bitcoin will have a good month in November and December, and then at some point in December, the other cryptos will start to outperform Bitcoin massively. That's my current view, based only on what happened in the past. I don't have a crystal ball, but that is pretty much what happened last year as well. Looking at Cardano, again, moving sideways, sort of following Bitcoin in its sideways move here. What Cardano is doing, I think we can now draw a descending triangle here on the chart, which could indicate with more probability than to the upside that we actually move down once more. I did mention it yesterday. Nothing really new, but I still wanted to keep you updated. Again, descending triangle would indicate that we actually have a higher probability to move to the downside. We've been making lower highs here and found here horizontal support at pretty much 191. As I said yesterday in the video, if we drop further from here, first support will be at around 190 because we had a low here before, which is pretty much this one here on the 21st of September. And yeah, next support, should we really drop below that, would be at around 180. That is that golden pocket, the 1.618 Fibonacci level, and below that, we've got the 145, which is another Fibonacci retracement level. And as you can see, if we just draw based on the height of the triangle, formulate here a price target, that would really take us down to that roughly 180 level, even a little bit lower. As I said also in my last update video and also in the live chat for the members. That's pretty much the update now. Not much happening at the moment. We still have to wait for that move that Cardano is making. It's still moving sideways, and to be honest, it's doing what it's normally doing. It's moving sideways for a long period before we then have a major move to the upside. And I did talk about how bullish actually this chart is looking, and that we have always in the past touched, or at least not always, but we've usually touched the 200-day moving average here in the past as well. You can see it on the weekly very well. We've done that here, for example, back in July. We've touched the 200-day moving average. After that, we really rocketed to the upside, and we are just doing that again. It's looking very, very similar. So there you go. From that move here to the upside, we've come down, touched it back in July. Now we've got another move to the upside back in August, back to the 200-day moving average, touched it again. So what could happen in the next move, do that again and really get to the price target of around at least 450. That's pretty much what my view is at the moment. yeah, hope you liked that update video. If you did, please smash the like button, and if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, please subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.